Special thanks to Patreon supporter Assassin's Creed for making this tutorial possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, ZPro here bringing you another Minecraft Modern Warfare vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the Northrop Grumman RQ-4 Global Hawk. The Northrop Grumman RQ-4 Global Hawk is a high-altitude, remotely piloted surveillance aircraft. It was initially designed by Ryan Aeronautical, now part of Northrop Grumman, known as Tier 2 Plus during development. The Global Hawk performs duties similar to that of the Lockheed U-2. The RQ-4 provides a broad overview in systematic surveillance using high-resolution synthetic aperture radar, known as SAR, and long-range electro-optical/infrared EO/IR sensors with long loiter times over target areas. It can survey as much as 40,000 square miles or 100,000 kilometers of terrain a day, an area the size of South Korea or Iceland. The Global Hawk is operated by the United States Air Force. It is used as a high-altitude, long-endurance platform covering the spectrum of intelligence collection capabilities to support forces in worldwide military operations. According to the U.S. Air Force, the superior surveillance capabilities of the aircraft allow more precise weapons targeting and better protection of friendly forces. Cost overruns led to the original plan to acquire 63 aircraft being cut to 45, and to a 2013 proposal to mothball the 21 Block 30 signals intelligent variants. The initial flyaway cost of each of the first 10 aircraft was $10 million in 1994. By 2001, this had risen to $60.9 million. And then to $131.4 million in 2013. The U.S. Navy has developed the Global Hawk into the MQ-4C Triton maritime surveillance platform. So yeah, the RQ-4 here, Global Hawk, a really cool looking drone. This thing is deceptionally huge. When I first, learned of the RQ-4 or just really seen pictures of it, you think it's about the size of a Predator drone or just your typical, size drone that we see. Now this thing is gigantic. It is absolutely insane how big this thing is, and it's a very weird shaped aircraft to say the very least. We'll go ahead and take a look at it, but before we do, I'm going to go and give a special thanks to Patreon supporter Assassin's Creed for making this tutorial possible. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel more you guys are, do feel free to check out my Patreon page. Link is down in my video descriptions. It helps support the channel and helps support me and the work I do, and it's obviously much appreciated. So again, always feel free to check it out. Again, link is in the video descriptions. But yeah, let's go and kind of take a look here at this UAV and see exactly what we're building. So start off, we have a two-tone color. So looking at pictures, it kind of had a lighter gray color and then a darker gray main body. So the lighter gray area around the kind of dome here, which I imagine probably houses some sort of radar, some sort of the brain of the aircraft. And as we approach down here, we have the lighter color here, which is, I believe, where all the optics and stuff like that for the aircraft are housed. But that's pretty much that. We have some vents here, some optics here on the nose of the aircraft. And as we kind of progress around the aircraft, we have the wings, which are very standard drone-like, very thin, long wings. And the U.S. Air Force, or not really U.S. Air Force, but the National Star insignia on the side of the aircraft. And the two verts on the tail here, and the huge intake here around the engine. So really cool stuff. I think the aircraft itself came out really nice and is going to make a awesome addition to any battlefields as the kind of surveillance aircraft over the area, or even into your bases as a drone squadron or something like that stationed there. Overall, really cool aircraft. Let's go ahead and move into the tutorial. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our first layer here, we'll be going ahead and start with layer 1. Now, some quick things here to go ahead and mention if you do want to build the landed version, as the landing gear will be an add-on to the tutorial, which means we'll be building the aircraft as if it's in flight and then add the landing gear on at the end as a simple add-on, so that you can have both the in-flight and landed version depending on what situation you want this for. But basically, to make sure that this is built correctly, we want to make sure that this layer here is one block total off the ground. You can see here we have these full blocks, and we have a full block of space between those full blocks and the ground level. And once we have that all sorted out, we are pretty much good to go and get started. First thing we want to do is we're going to be going ahead and placing down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stone blocks across here. We're going to then place down a stone top slab here toward the front, and then a iron trapdoor, our front obviously being in that direction there. Going toward the rear here, we're going to place down 2 stone top slabs, followed by 2 iron trapdoors. Moving out to the sides here, we're going to go and place down an iron trapdoor next to this one. We're going to go then place down a stone top slab, cut off this top slab, a stone upside down stair, 2 stone full blocks. After those 2 stone full blocks, we're going to go and place down 2 stone stairs back. So 1, 2. 2 stone top slabs, and then an iron trap door. One thing I also want to mention is if you are completely new to my aircraft tutorials, the way I like to structure these tutorials is I like to do half on camera, half off. What this means is we're building the center line of the aircraft and then the entire right side for every layer. Then between layers, it's up to you guys to take what we did on the right side here and the center line and copy it over to the air side. It's pretty simple, and once we kind of get through it, it's going to make a little bit more sense and all that stuff, but it really isn't too complicated. Anyways, once we get to this point here, we're going to go to this iron trap door. We're going to place down a placeholder block so that we can do it later, so I'm just going to use yellow concrete because it stands out. We're going to then place down a dark oak trap door to the side and then one back. So just like that. And then go back from this iron trap door, we're going to go and count 1, 2, and 3. Yellow concrete blocks back. We're going to then place down a polished black stone wall, a gray concrete block, and a polished black stone upside down stair here on the back. Coming off the side of this block, we're going to place down a polished black stone wall, and a wither skeleton skull on the side of the stair. With that done, we're going to then count back 1, 2, 3, and 4 from that black stone upside down stair. And then we're going to go out to the side 1 on our 4th block. And we're going to then place down a polished black stone top slab and a dark oak with trapdoor. So basically what we should have here is something that looks just like this from up above here. So we have that space of 1 right there, that space of 3 going back, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on our 4th block, 1 block to the side, and then we're going to place down our top slab and dark oak with trapdoor going back. And right there is what this should look like from up above. We can go ahead and then delete any placeholder blocks or anything like that we used to go ahead and count back and all that stuff, and looking at from above, this is what it should look like without the outline. And with that all complete, that is going to wrap up what we have there for layer 1. Let's go ahead and move into layer number 2. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 2. For layer 2 here, to go ahead and get started with, we're going to go to the top of this iron trapdoor here in the very center, in the front. So we're going to place down a gray concrete block on top of it, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4, going off of it toward the front there like so. And then on the very tip here of the nose, we're going to place down a skeleton skull. Going back from this, we're going to then place down a row of, going back from this gray concrete block here on top of that trapdoor, we're going to place down a long row of gray concrete, which is going to go ahead and go back a total of 17 blocks, and should stick out one past this polished black stone upside down stair here on the rear. We're going to place down there a polished black stone upside down stair, 2 polished black stone top slabs, and then a dark oak with trapdoor there on the very end. Going back up to the front here, we're going to go to the sides of this gray concrete block. We're going to place down 1 and 2 polished black stone top slabs, and then 1 and 2 polished black stone upside down stairs. After which, we're going to then take our gray concrete, go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Gray concrete going back. And we want to go ahead and then place down a polished black stone upside down stair facing this direction. And then we're going to go ahead and go back from it 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 upside down stairs back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go then take our polished black stone top slabs and go back 1, 2, 3. Followed by a dark oak with trapdoor, and then to the sides here 1, 2, and 3 dark polished blackstone stairs like so. And that right there is going to do it for the back there. And then moving up to the sides here, we're going to go to the sides here of these first gray concrete blocks. So we're going to place down 2 dark oak with signs to the side here, followed by 2 dark oak with trapdoors. We're going to go and then place down their dark oak with sign, and then we want to go and then grab ourselves an item frame. Now if you're on Java Edition, you are able to put an item frame on the same block as the sign and put a yellow concrete block in that item frame. If you're on Bedrock Editions, you won't be able to do that, so in that case, just go ahead and discard the the dark oak with sign and just do the item frame there. But again, if you're on Java, you can do that. So that's an alternative. We do have one more that's going to be up on one of the future layers, as we can see. Next layer up there in the front, and it's going to be the same thing. It's going to apply to that. We're going to then take our dark oak with trapdoors, place down 1, 2, and 3 back. And we want to go then place down a row of row 3 of blackstone top slabs. We're going to then place down a blackstone upside down stair here in the front, and then we're going to place down 2 gray concrete blocks back from that, followed by another blackstone slab, and we're going to then place down a wither skeleton skull coming off the slab, followed by a dark oak with sign to both sides of the slab. Once that's done, going ahead and coming off the stair to the side here, we're placing down a long row of dark oak or polished blackstone top slabs. This right here is going to be a row of 18. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We're We're going to go and then do our next row here, next to it, which is going to be a row of 18 as well. So it should end at the same marker right here. We're going to go then take our Dark Uka trapdoors, and this is going to be going out a total of 19 Dark Uka trapdoors. So coming off this row of 18, we're going to go with a row of 19. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 out like that. Once we have that done, we're going to then take our Dark Uka trapdoors, and we're going to place down a row that's going to go all the way along the side here. And it's going to end where our previous row ended out to the side here. So this is going to go all the way out and connect up to this trapdoor there on the side. And that is going to be the same thing there on both sides. And once we have that done, that's going to be this everything that's going to be on the right side. You're going to transfer what we did on the right side over to the left side, just like we did for the previous layer. And this is what you should have looking for the drone from a top-down perspective. One thing I also want to go ahead and add on is we're going to go ahead and grab some stone buttons here. We're going to go ahead and go to the lower portion of the forward fuselage. We're going to go and place down a stone button on the bottom of this gray concrete block, skip a space, and then the second one from the front, we're going to place down a stone button on the bottom of it as well. And that right there is going to do it for what we have there for layer number 2 for the build. And with that, let's go ahead and move into layer number 3. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 3. For layer 3 to go ahead and get started with, we're going to go to the top of the skeleton skull. We're going to place down a gray concrete block. Turn off the gray concrete block toward the front here, we're going to place down an item frame, a black stained glass block in the item frame, and then a dark oak sign over the item frame if you are on Java Edition. Once that's done, going back from the gray concrete block, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 black concrete blocks. Moving to the rear here for our center line, we're going to place down a gray concrete block that comes up from the trapdoor and back at an angle. And we just want to place down a polished black stone top slab coming off this gray concrete block in the center. And that's going to do it for your center line. Moving out to the sides here, we're going to take our wither skeleton skulls. We're going to place down a wither skeleton skull coming off this one, followed by 1, 2, and 3 iron bars along those 3 black concrete blocks. We're going to go then place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gray concrete blocks, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black concrete blocks, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 gray concrete blocks, and then a dark oak, polished black stone top slab on the very end there. After that's done, we want to go and then take our polished black stone walls. We're going to go and go to the second, third, and fourth gray concrete blocks here from the front, and we're just going to place down 3 polished black stone walls along the side. We're going to go then take our item frame and our yellow concrete block. We're going to place the item frame on the side here, yellow concrete block in the item frame at an angle like so, and then a dark oak sign over it as well if you're on Java. From this point here, we're going to go ahead and now focus our attention here to the wings. To begin with, we're going to place down a row of 6 of dark oak trapdoors on this first ledge, basically on the leading edge of the wing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And after that, we're going to then take our gray carpet. We're just going to do a row of gray carpet along the remaining top slabs here, out to the side for this row. Our next row here is going to be a straight row of dark oak trapdoors all the way across the wing. So we're just going to basically do these all the way across the wing, just like so, and even across these trapdoors. So all the way across, and it's going to end on the tip there. And then our next row here is just going to be dark gray concrete or carpet, sorry, and it's going to be all the way along the side here as well. Man, I am just all over the place. Placing blocks everywhere. And we're going to go and connect back up to there. And once we have that all complete, that's going to be it for this layer. Same thing on both sides. Here's an area view of what this layer looks like. And with that, let's go ahead and move into our next layer. Layer number 4. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we moved into layer number 4. For layer 4 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a stone block, which is going to be on top of this gray concrete block here in the front. And then moving to the rear here, we're going to place down a dark oak trapdoor on the middle top slab, followed by a slab back from the trapdoor, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 gray concrete blocks going toward the front. After that's done, going back up to the front here, we're going to place down a skeleton skull on the side of the stone block. And then going back from that, we're going to go and place down a upside down stair. And then we're going to place down an upside down corner stair coming off like so. We're going to go then take our stone blocks. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stone blocks back. And we want to go and then take our skeleton skulls. And we're going to place down a skeleton skull on the side of this stone corner stair. Skeleton skull on the side of this stone block here. And then we want to go and then place down a row of 4 of andesite walls along the side here. Going back from this, we're going to place down a gray concrete block with a polished black stone wall on the side. And then back from the gray concrete block, we're just going to go ahead and go back an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We then want to take our polished black stone stairs, place down 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to then take our gray concrete and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After that, we're going to place down 3 polished black stone walls, black stone slab, a dark oak trapdoor, and a gray carpet. Going to the sides here again, we're going to place down row 3 of polished black stone upside down stairs. First one coming off the slab, and then going back like that. And after that's all done there, that is going to wrap up what we have there for layer number 4. And obviously, again, same thing on both sides there. And with that, we're going to move into our next layer, layer number 5. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we'll be moving into layer number 5. For layer 5 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to be going ahead and going to the nose here of the aircraft. We're going to place down a stone slab going back from this full block covering this first space here. And we're going to go then and place down a stone full block. We then want to go ahead and go to the sides here. We're going to place down a skeleton skull at a very slight angle like that, followed by a stone stair. And we're going to go then take our stone full blocks, go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 stone full blocks back. A stone stair, and on the inside here between the stairs, we're going to place down an stone block like that. Once we have that done, we want to go then take our skeleton skull. We're going to place down a skeleton skull at a slight angle on top of this one, and then a skeleton skull on top of this wall right here. We're going to go then take our andesite walls, go back 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to place down another skeleton skull here on top of this polished black stone wall. After we have that all done, we're going to go then place down a polished black stone slab here, come off the stair, and then a wither skeleton skull here at a slight angle. We're going to actually place down, coming off the stone block here, a polished black stone stair, and then a polished black stone slab coming off the stair, followed by a daylight detector turned to night mode. Then we have the slab and the wither skeleton skulls like that on the sides, and then an iron trapdoor here to both sides of this actually should be a dark oak wood trapdoor to both sides of it, and then we're going to go and go back 2 dark oak wood trapdoors back from that daylight detector. Also, after that, we can go ahead and place down a row of 3 gray concrete blocks under this space right here, so under these 2 trapdoors. And then we're going to place down a dark oak wood upside down stair above the third one like that, so that we don't have any gaps into the fuselage. Back from the stair, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 gray concrete blocks, a black concrete block with a stone button coming off the side of it. And then go up to the front here again, we're going to place down a polished black stone upside down corner stair coming off this stair. And we want to go then place down a second upside down stair going back from it, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 gray concrete blocks back, and then 1 and 2 polished black stone walls after that. And once we have that all complete there, we're going to go and then go to the tail here and place down 3 dark oak wood stairs on top of those upside down stairs like that. And that right there is going to basically do it for the structure here for this layer. And we're going to go and move into making the banners here for the National Star insignia on the sides of the aircraft. So with that, let's go and move into making those banners. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into making these banners. They're really simple to do. To start off with, we're going to make our striped banner here. We're going to go into our loom. We're going to need 3 black banners and 7 gray dye for this to work. We're going to start off by placing our first black banner into our loom and our first set of dye. We're going to go and select the line across the top of gray dye, line across the bottom of gray dye, and then the line across the center like that, and we have our first banner done. For our other 2 banners, we're just going to place our black banners into our loom. We're going to select the square here in the bottom left, and we're going to then for that same banner select the square in the top left. That's our second banner done, and then our third and final one, we're going to select the bottom right corner here, and you probably guessed the top right corner like that. And we have our 3 banners complete. Real simple to go ahead and put these onto the aircraft. We're going to go to the side of this gray concrete block, place our first banner like so, our next banner like this, second banner, and then another black banner just like that. And that's all you need to do for that. Pretty simple there for the National Star insignia on the side of the aircraft. And with that, that's going to do it for layer number 5, and with that, let's go ahead and move into layer number 6. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our next layer, we'll be going ahead and starting off with layer number 6. For layer 6 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a stone slab on over this space right here, so back from the stone block right here, from the front, stone slab. We're going to go then place down a row of 1, 2, 3 stone full blocks, stone stair, stone slab, and then a daylight detector turned to night mode directly after that stone slab. Moving to the sides here, we're going to place down a slab next to the stone block, 2 stone stairs, stone slab, and a daylight detector. Turn to night mode like that after the stone slab. Once that's complete, go ahead and go into the back here. On top of this upside down stair here in the center, we're going to place down a gray carpet, followed by 2 dark oak trapdoors back from it, which are going to be kind of positioned upwards like so. We're going to go ahead and place down 2 black just a black concrete block, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 gray concrete blocks back, then a dark oak wood, a polished blackstone stair on the very end. After we have that all done, we're going to then go back up to the front here. We're going to place down a a blackstone stair on top of this upside down stair here, and then we're going to go back from it 1, 2, and 3 stairs, and then we're going to take our slabs. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 slabs, a wither skeleton skull on top of this wall, and then one back from it at a very slight angle like so. After that, we're going to also go to the 3rd stair back from the front. We're going to place down a wither skeleton skull on the side here, and then an end rod on both sides of the skeleton skull. And then also on the front here, on the side of this stair, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull as well on the side of that stair, like so. Then for the very back here, we're going to go to the top of this, or going up from the stair, we're going to go up and out to the side here from the upside down black stone stair. And then coming off it, we're going to place down a black stone wall to both sides of it, just like that. And with that all complete there, that is going to wrap up what we have there for layer number 6 for the build. And with that, we're going to go and move into our last final layers. Alright guys, going ahead and move into our last final layers here. We have layers 7 through 9. For these layers to go ahead and get started with, on top of this upside down stair here, we're going to place down another stair that goes up, followed by a polished black stone stair wall to both sides. And then going up from the stair again, we're going to go up and out to the side of an upside down stair on top of it, and then we're going to place down 2 wither skeleton skulls here on the sides of those 2 stairs. We're going to do the same thing here for the left stabilizer, and this is going to go up and do the same exact thing. So just like that. And then for the top section over the engine right here, we're going to place down a dark oak trapdoor on top of this one here. We then want to go ahead and place down a second trapdoor back, a stone brick wall, and then we're going to place down a dark oak wood trapdoor on top of the stone brick wall, a dark oak wood trapdoor back, 2 stone buttons, skip a space, and on this last gray concrete block, we're going to place down a stone button as well. And once you have that all done, that is going to complete the in-flight version here for the RQ-4 Global Hawk. And with that, we'll go ahead and move on to the landed version. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into the landing gear. So for the landing gear here, very simple. We're going ahead and go into the underside here of the aircraft. To go ahead and get started with here, we're going to go and delete this iron trapdoor here and this stone brick slab. In its place, we're going to go ahead and place down a end rod that comes down from this gray concrete block. And we want to go ahead and place down a block of coal on the bottom of the end rod. We're going to go then make a banner. So this banner here is going to be a black border around and then a black line through the center. So it's a white banner as your base, black border, and a black line across the center. And we're just going to be placing this on both sides of the block of coal like that for the front wheel. We also want to go ahead and change these 2 iron trapdoors out for dark oak wood trapdoors. And we're going to be going ahead and then placing down dark oak wood signs along the side of the slab here and on the side of the trapdoor. So just like that to both sides there for the front, and that's going to do it for the front wheel. Now going back to this section here, we're going to be going ahead and making our wheels to the sides. We're going to be going ahead and go into this, this polished blackstone top slab. We're going to replace this with an upside down polished blackstone upside down stair. We then want to go ahead and go from the stair. We're going to place down a trapdoor, come on the bottom of this slab, and we're going to go then place down a polished blackstone wall, come off the side of that trapdoor. We're going to then go to the polished blackstone slab above the wall. We're going to delete it and place down a polished blackstone upside down stair facing that direction. We then want to go and go off this wall with a polished blackstone stair, and then going down from the wall here, we're going to place down a block of concrete. Going down from the stair, we're going to place down a block of coal. We're going to go then place down a lever on the side of this block of coal, and then on the other side, opposite the lever, we're going to place down a white banner, just like that for the wheel. And we'll do the same design over on the other side, and once you have that done for both sides there, you have the landing wheels mounted on the wings. And with that, that's going to complete the landing gear. You're going to take the same design, obviously, flip it over the air side, and you'll pretty much be good to go. But like I said, that's going to do it for the landing gear, and with that, that's going to complete my tutorial here for the RQ-4 Global Hawk. If you guys do end up using this tutorial, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for this. Give me anything from the sound of the build, link to my channel or this video if this does appear on any social media sites. As long as you guys give me proper credit for the build, you're free to use it for projects you guys are working on. Overall, enjoy the build, have fun with it, and all that fun stuff. But with that, again, big special thanks to Patreon supporter ZPro Warfare for making this tutorial possible. And as always, feel free to check out my Patreon page. Link is always in my video descriptions. And with that, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been DerekFrostWestbrook, and I'll see you guys next time.